Yo, what is up, guys? In this video, going to be breaking down yet another 20 RR gold session or 20 RR session on gold that occurred a few weeks ago now. This is what is a while ago now. It's a couple weeks ago. It was in July, but I still haven't made a video about it. So I actually took one of these 10 RR trades and I actually missed the other ones, but I'm still going to review it because it was fully valid. So basically, I'm going to go start from the high time frame, show you guys how I caught these setups or how they occurred, what rules got followed. I sent a signal for the first 10 RR trade that I did take, but like I said, I actually missed the second one myself, like a dumbass, but it's all good. We still hit the first one. So starting from the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour was bullish, I believe. Going into this session, yeah, complete bullishness here, accumulation going into this session. This was a New York session, so we'll rewind it back to here. So on the 15-minute, we also just had a bullish model, as you can see right here. Pretty clear bullish model, nothing too complicated there. Going down to the 4-minute. So this is actually where I implemented my new model ideology to catch this trade, essentially. If you guys have seen, if you guys are in our VIP program and you've seen the new model video I posted, then you will see that these 5 breaks down here in the 4-minute previously would have actually invalidated these setups, but it no longer does because of the 6 breaks up over here. So in terms of the 4-minute model here, we have 6 breaks up and then we had 5 down. So this was reaccumulation for me with the new model ideology. Old model ideology, this would have been distribution, and this actually would have been, both these trades would have been invalid. But this is a very good example of why I changed it, because it makes a lot more sense to be trading like this, but I'm not going to yap about that. I already made a full video about it in the VIP course. If you guys aren't in VIP, then you can join with the link in the description, but we'll start off with the first setup here. So there was actually 5 trades, 5 setups that occurred. 3 of them were losses and 2 of them were plus 10s. So this would have been a total of plus 17 RR if this trade was taken. So starting from over here, we had 1 loss. So on the 4-minute, I believe that we had a fractal zone tap, which was right here. So this was a fractal zone, gets tapped, and we took the setup on the 15-second, which we'll look at. I believe it was a yeah, this was a stage 1 entry. So essentially we have these 2 breaks up right here, which gave us the double break zone tap, and this would have been a stage 1 entry, which hit 1.5 RR-ish, but ended up dumping, and it was a -1. So I took that trade. Then we came further into the zone. We broke down a couple more times, and we were in a 15-minute zone here. This is the zone I believe I was using for this long. It was a 15-minute outside candle. So we had the 3rd break here. We had the zone, we had this zone initially, but then I actually put it to this outside candle back here because this outside candle fully engulfs all these candles in front of it. So I used this zone. Going back to the 4-minute, we had a type 2 validation that was basically happening right as the setup happened. So this would have been the protected low, and we got the engulfing candle right here. I did take the trade a little bit before the candle actually closed, so I saw that the engulfing candle was forming and it was closing soon, so I pretty much just placed the order, kind of not interpreting. What's the word? What's the word? Just predicting that the candle was going to close as an engulfing candle. But going to the 15-second, we had a cluster down here, so this would have actually been, this was not a valid entry just because it was way too early for we didn't have the validation yet on the 4-minute. But basically this 3rd break was another cluster, so I basically just slapped my buy stop on this break right here, and yeah, I pretty much just buy stopped this cluster on the 4th break. This is also valid, right? We're in stage 1. It's just a very typical stage 1 entry. And then yeah, this one ended up running to 10 RR. So I was trailing it all the way up there, all the way to that point. So my trail would have been down here at this point, and then it would have been here. I believe it was sitting down here. So we'll just let it play forward. And then 10RR is all the way up here. So yeah, I would have been trailing here, here, and then it just hit 10RR, so I closed it. So that was that trade. Very solid trade. And then moving on, I actually ended up taking these two losses after it. So that's why it makes it even worse that I didn't take the second win because I took two losses and then didn't take the win. But at least we caught this one. But essentially, the chart stayed valid here. The swing candle would have updated to here, then it would have updated to here and here. And then going back to the 15-second, we're also inside the Keltner channel there on the 4 minute, so we're good. So right here, I saw a new stage 1 setup. We had a few breaks here with no cluster. Then we have a cluster right there. So I took that one. Pretty much was an instant loss. And then we came down. We actually invalidated the swing rule right here. But then we're tapping into this new 4-minute demand zone right here. So we got a new validation with this engulfing candle. We had a new type 2 validation. So, and the MAs here are valid. So I went back to the 15-second. And I took another stage 1 cluster. Oh no, sorry, this one was a stage 1 react entry, right? We have a cluster back here. And then I tried to buy stop the react right there, so that didn't work out. And then we'll play it forward to the last entry, which, like I said, I missed it, but it was still valid. So we just came deeper into the zone here. So our protected low just went down there. We had a new type 1 validation down there. And then we started making our way up. Sorry, that's the Keltner channel. Yeah, so this entry was still within the Keltner channel, so it would have been valid. And essentially, yeah, so this was that was a stage 1 back here, and then we had 2 breaks down, stage 1 react, and we broke up into stage 2 right here. So this was basically just a classic stage 2 buy stop, and it basically ran right to 10RR. It literally this trade was literally only lasted like less than 10 minutes. And yeah, it would have been another plus 10. So 2 plus 10s in one session. This is the second 20-hour session that we've seen on gold in the month of July. We had another 20-hour session, I believe, earlier in the month. It was like July 13th, but this was on July 21st. But yeah, gold had a really, really good month in July. And like I said, both of these setups only occurred because of the new model rules that I've created. So if you guys haven't seen that video and you're in VIP, go make sure you check that out in the course. But yeah, very clean day on gold here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next breakdown. Peace.